All right, let's get going. Looks like first question goes back to Grant. Go ahead, Grant.
Hi, Kristie. Grant Wiedenfeld, Keeper Notes. Um, Blackco has talked over the last year about finally getting to add in the layers after building the basics. Uh, um, have you been able to add any of those layers this year? What are those layers? What can we, maybe see when the team takes to the field on Monday against Columbia?
Yeah, I mean, I think definitely we've, for the past couple camps, we've been working on the basics and adding in the layers. And I think, we're finally adding in the layers now and kind of trying to all get on the same page, kind of have just basically getting on the same page with each other and just adding in things that we stand by and kind of those. He just wants to really like ingrain certain things in us in certain positions as a team. So I think it's kind of, we're doing a really good job right now of just kind of trying to like blend as a team well, get on the same page with each other, and just stick to, all the principles that Blacko is trying to really just like ingrain in our play.
Great, thank you.
Thanks, Grant. Going to Meg. Go ahead, Meg.
Kristie, Meg Linehan, The Athletic. I was hoping that you could maybe talk us through your approach to a January camp. I mean, again, we all know the story, right, coming back in, but I think there is something different about January camp, and this one is slightly larger than what we saw, but obviously going into an Olympic year, the competitiveness for Olympic roster spots is much tighter. It feels like there is a little bit more weight to this with a couple of games. So could you walk us through your approach to this specific camp and what you're hoping to maybe get out of it from a personal development standpoint?
Yeah, I think this I haven't been in a couple of years to January camp, but usually January camp is grueling. It's fitness. It's really, really difficult and hard. And so far, we obviously have these two games against Columbia, so it is different this year. So it has actually been good and refreshing to kind of focus on, tactics since we have these two games. But my approach is to just obviously come in, make a difference, make the team better, and obviously just show a little bit of what I can do. And I think that these past couple days that we've had so far have been great, and we're really moving in a good direction.
Is it strange to now not just have January camp, but then also NWSL preseason is starting earlier than ever, February 1st. So does it feel now like you're really hitting this kind of like full year stride of national team and NWSL responsibilities?
Yeah, I actually, it actually has been really good. I feel like we haven't really had too much of a break. We had a little bit of one in December, but it was kind of perfect timing because I feel like obviously sometimes the off season is kind of a drag. It's too long. But with the national team and then preseason right around the corner, it's been really good. And I think all of us feel really good going into this new year, especially with it being an Olympic year and then obviously another big year for the NWSL.
Perfect. Thanks, Kristie.
Thanks.
Thanks, Meg. If you have a question for Kristie, please click on participants and raise your hand, but we will go back to Seth. Go ahead, Seth.
Hey, Kristie, Seth Vertelny with Goal.com. We saw you and Sam play together against the Netherlands in the same midfield, so it's clear that Blacko sees a situation where you can play on the field at the same time, but also you two play a similar position. So I'm kind of curious how that dynamic plays out between the two of you because, you've said you're each other's biggest fans, you're always going to have each other's back, but at the same time, you're also competing against each other for time on the field. So I'm just kind of curious how that dynamic plays out between the two of you.
Yeah, Sam and I have been competing our entire lives, so it's honestly really nothing different. So, it is definitely competitive, but it's also so much fun. And again, it's nothing new. We've literally been doing this since we could walk on and off the field. So I think the best thing about it is that we just push each other to make each other better. It's competition, but it's healthy competition, and it's just so much cooler because she's my sister. So we push each other and we support each other, and like she's my biggest fan on the field. I'm her biggest fan on the field. But at the end of the day, yeah, it's just healthy competition, and we've been doing it our whole lives, so it's really not that big of a deal.